Hello everyone, it's David, Fairly Secret Music. Yeah, I decided to stupidly dye my beard. Not an idea that I would do again. It's permanent, unfortunately, but yeah. I've gained a little weight since the last time you saw me, but that's fine. I'm fat and happy. We're gonna go through just kind of a random assortment of things I have purchased lately. Let me get out of the way here. You see this whole shelf right here is all my recent purchases within the last, I would say, 2 months. That's right. I've purchased a whole row of music in the last 2 months. So I'm going to talk about 3 discs that I got today, and then we're going to randomly grab some stuff. First thing I'm going to talk about is, and I'm going to only show one of the 3 in this band's discography that I have both of. Well, I have all of them, but as doubles now of these 3. But this is Anecdoten. You can kind of see it a little better right there. So these came out this one came out in 2007. And Anecdoten started as a kind of like 70s King Crimson cover band. And then in the 90s, they decided to start writing some stuff. They've got about 8 CDs, I think, now. I'm not 100% sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 or 8 studio albums. I can't remember exactly. But K-Scope decided they were going to reissue. This one has been remastered. Let me see if I can bring down the color. You're just going to get a lot of... It's just the way I'm sitting today. But this is the K-Scope version. What do you get in it? It's pretty much exactly like the original version, so I'm not going to show each of these because they're all fairly similar. There's no liner notes. This band has a couple singers who are a very acquired taste. They're not your typical sounding prog rock singers. But you got Peter Norton on drums, cymbals, percussion, and what is that? Vibes. Anna Sophie Dahlberg, who is on Mellotron, organ, Moog, Rhodes, cello, piano, and voice. Nicholas Barker, voice, guitar, Mellotron, Moog, vibes, and Jan Erik Lindstrom. I think that's how I pronounce it. Sorry, Eric. Voice and bass. So this is the 3rd time this thing has been mastered. They were not happy with the original 2007 version, which was on Virta. So in 2012, they remastered it, and then in 2020, the year of our discontent, they had somebody else remaster it again, and they said they are finally happy with the mastering. So I've listened to and compared the 2. The original is kind of muddier. This one has a little bit more definition in the instruments. It also has the bonus tracks were the 2006 demos for 5 of the songs, and they have said that the demo versions are actually, on some of those tracks, better than the actual studio version. So that's why I had to get that. This one I had to get. This is From Within. I had to get this just because I'm a completist. I wasn't actually going to buy these, and then I thought, you know what? I want to hear those demo tracks, and I want to hear the new remasters. This also has From Within and the song Hole on it. It's such a fantastic album. A very acquired, well, not acquired really. Where are we? Sorry, I usually have my lighting set up way better. But if you like 70s King Crimson, such as like Starless and Red, you will enjoy these. They go beyond sounding like a King Crimson band, which is good because they are so much different than a King Crimson style prog band. They just so happen to start life off as that. Oh, I got new glasses too. You cannot tell, but they are kind of turtle or tortoise shell or something like that. They are the exact same thing except a different color. This one was their second album, and I don't know if they're going to redo their first one. I don't know if they have the rights to do that, but this also came with 3 demos also. So I will, because I hate when people show things and don't show me what all you get with each of them. That kind of always irritates me. So I feel that I should do what I would criticize others for. This was their harder album to get into for a lot of people. It's very aggressive. Anna is doing more cello early on, and then she moves more towards the mellotrons later on in their career. All the lyrics, yeah, each of them has full lyrics just like the originals. A few more pictures in these, but the key is, will they sound better? So let's grab something at random. No, I can't. In my heart of hearts, I cannot grab things at random yet. Transatlantic. Holy shit. This just came out about a month ago, I would say. I can't remember the exact date it came out, but there is Transatlantic, the Absolute Universe, and this is the Breath of Life version. It's also known as the abridged version. So this has 1 disc. It has, looks like 14 tracks. There are 1 or 2 songs, I believe, on this one that are not on the Forevermore extended version. This album has 2 discs. You're like, what? Okay, so you have a shorter version. No, you don't have a shorter version. Well, yes, you do have a shorter version. But between the 2, they changed the lyrics on some of the songs, not every song, and they changed instrumentation a little bit here and there. I haven't listened to both versions religiously. I've only listened to this one all the way through once. I've listened through this like 6 times. This is fantastic. They're both fantastic. If you don't know the band, it's got Neil Morse from Spock's Beard, or formerly from Spock's Beard, Mike Portnoy. You know who Mike Portnoy is. Royna Stoltz from the Flower Kings, and Pete Turavis from Marillion. And they also have different people singing different parts. So not only are the lyrics changed, but the vocals are changed, and some music, I think. I'm not 100% sure. This is my album of the year so far, the abridged version. I like the lyrics a little better on this rather than this version. But if you want an awesome album, get this, or this, or this, or this, or wait, maybe you don't get either of these. Maybe you go to Radiant Records or Marillion's website or Inside Out and buy the 5.1 surround sound version, which is 10 minutes longer than this. This one is a little under an hour or something like that. This one is 90 minutes, and the surround sound version is 100 minutes. So, album of the year so far, and we're only in March. So, now we are going to randomly grab something. What is this? Oh, let's talk about this. Big Big Train. This is one of my new favorite modern prog bands. This has Nick D'Virgilio in it. Let's see. So this band has been around since the early 90s. In 2009, they got a new singer. Finally got a person that would stick around by the name of David something. I cannot remember his name. Wow, this has a lot. Look at this. Look at this. A lot of photos. Lots of photos. So this is a live album. There's Nick. So, 2-disc set. And this sounds fantastic. A little bit of information. This guy used to be in the band XTC. The bassist originally started out as a guitarist, but he is one of the main songwriters. This guy was the singer and guitarist for a band called Beardfish. Hi. They travel with a brass section sometimes. And what can I say? This is the singer. They have a violin player. I believe she just left the band. She and one of the keyboard players left. They had 2 keyboard players, brass section, 2 guitarists, bass, drums, vocalist. But yeah, this is fantastic. If you want to check out Big Big Train, I would say some of the highlights are I love Brave Captain. They have a song called Winky. East Coast Racer, and there's a song called Voyager that is fantastic. All right, so I now have all the Big Big Train stuff. I still need one more that's on its way. We will talk about this one because this is the one I've listened to the most. Flying Colours, Third Stage, live in London. So you'll see a lot of transatlantic connected things. So Big Big Train has Nick, who used to be in Spock's Beard, and Transatlantic has Neil, who used to be in Spock's Beard. Flying Colours has Neil and Mike Portnoy, and Steve Morse from the Dixie Dregs. He was in Kansas for a little bit, and he is now in Deep Purple. A guy named Casey McPherson. I can't remember any of the other bands that he was in. He does some vocals on the See Within album, that 2-disc set, and that was kind of like a super group with Roina from Flower Kings. It also has Dave LaRue, who plays bass on the new John Petrucci solo album with Mike Portnoy, and he was in the Dixie Dregs with Steve Morse. So what do we get with this one? Third Stage, live in London. This took place, I believe it was recorded in 2019. Let's see. It doesn't really tell, but you get a nice digipack. Inside Out does really good stuff. Is this Inside Out? No, this is Mascot, which I think is a subsidiary or something like that. Anyway, so these all just come out. There is a 2-disc. Oh, there's pictures of all the guys. This is a 2-disc set that has a DVD full concert of the show. I've watched the full concert at least 2.5 times now. First time watching it and listening to it, and the second and a half times I have listened to it while doing other stuff. But this is fantastic. They have 3 studio albums and 3 live albums. I decided to go with the newest live one because I figured then they can pull from their whole discography. All right, because I said I was going to do that random, let's go. We're just going to grab this one. Oh, awesome. We can talk about this. So there's this website or, this label called Rubellin, and it's Rubellan. These are called the Rubellin Remasters. They did all 3 of the Missing Persons albums, and they kind of stay true to the artwork. If it didn't have lyrics before, they don't have lyrics now, but they will show some of the singles. The nice thing with this company is they use jewel cases. You hear that? That's a jewel case. You know what happens if I drop this and I break the corner off? I can replace this. What you can't replace is a digipack. And I don't know if anybody watching remembers, so whoops, wrong way. Dale Bozzio, Warren Kukurulu, Terry Bozzio, and Patrick O'Hearn. All of them played with Frank Zappa. Believe it or not, she sang some stuff. I think she was the she was on Frank's Garage, I believe. So at least I know that. Somewhat of a supergroup in the 80s. This one came out in... Oh, I can't see where it says the year. I don't know. You're on the internet. Look that shit up yourself. The nice thing with Rubellin Remasters, they also did Berlin and Ric Ocasek's first album. The nice thing about them is they do not compress the shit out of their remasters. They actually do it so they sound really good without being a wall of sound. And these are awesome. This one, the funny thing is, so this is their 3rd album. Their 2nd album, Terry Bozzio plays tons more electronic drums, but their 1st album, it doesn't seem like he was playing electronic drums, just a broken, like a stripped down kit, but he is doing some great stuff on their 1st album. Let me see if I can find, I don't know where those were. I might as well show you the other ones. So, Missing Persons, Rhyme and Reason. We're going backwards here, people. Going backwards. You never can have enough Dale Bozzio in your life. She is in a very acquired taste for a vocalist. All the lyrics on these... Just listen to, what's the song on here? Racing Against Time. That thing, she's crazy on that. And do these have bonus tracks? Yes, they do. So this one has the bonus, like 3 bonus tracks. Fight for Your Life, Give, Dance Mix, and If Only for a Moment, full version. This one is harder to read. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bonus tracks on there. And then their very first album, the Spring Sessions M. Oh, I should probably tell you what this one is called. Color in Your Life. You can get all 3 of these as a box set, but really all it is a cardboard box that they slip into, and the discs are exactly the same. So there was nothing really special about that. So I just bought the single discs because it was $7 cheaper. This has I Like Boys, Mental Hopscotch, Hello, I Love You, and Action Reaction as the bonus tracks. So man, this light. It's like having the sun. Hello, Terry Erdale. All the lyrics, photos. And there we go. Let's grab 2 more things at random. And now we'll go 3. And we'll just talk about what the heck these are. Found this for $1. The Fix Phantoms. This thing goes for like $20 on Discogs. Found it for $1. You know the Fix from One Thing Leads to Another. Da-da-da-da. Awful packaging, but for $1, I was like, okay, I'll grab it. Asia, Astra. I've yet to listen to this. I've yet to listen to that Fix album also. This had Jeff Downs, Mandy Meyer on guitars. The first album had Steve Howe on it. Carl Palmer on drums, and John Wenton on bass and vocals. You guys remember them from Heat of the Moment and stuff. Out of print, $2.99, and then I got 20% off of that, I think. And last but not least, Spock's Beard X. I believe this was the last album where Nick was vocalist in Spock's Beard. I hate when things do not stay in their sprue there. But yeah, a lot of Spock's Beard. I've picked up every Spock's Beard. I only need the self-titled one now. There you go. Let's grab another. Let's see. What's this? Another Big Big Train album. This one is called Grimspound. If you ever look into listening to Big Big Train, their singer kind of sounds like Peter Gabriel. They are kind of a proggy band, kind of folky a little bit, but mainly just rocky and proggy, with a guy who sounds like Peter Gabriel. The best 2 places I have found to find their albums are Laser CD and Wayside Music. And then we will go last but not least. Let's see. What do we got here? We will talk about Flower King's new album. It is called Islands. It is of course, it's a Flower Kings album, so it has to be a 2-disc set. And this was after he basically dismantled the Flower Kings. There was a lot of years where there was no Flower Kings, and he did an album called Roina Stoltz Flower Kings, or Flower King, and then he just decided to go back with Flower Kings. The keyboardist did not come back with him, and I think there is some tension there. I'm not sure, though. But this drummer is fantastic. I don't know anybody's name except for the guitarist. Lots of songs. It's supposed to be just like one big long song. So you have Roine Stoltz, Hasse Froberg, Jonas Reingold, who is also the bass player previous to the breakup, Zach Kamins on piano, and Mikko DeMeo on drums, with guest Rob Townsend on soprano sax. Reinhold plays bass, by the way. Zach plays piano. Roina does guitar and vocals and stuff like that. So this is a really decent album. I like the one right before it a little better. And so I'm basically going backwards with the Flower Kings discography, because the one set that I'm hoping to get is up to the album before the breakup. So, I'm crossing my fingers. So, hopefully this was kind of a cool video. I could show you everything, but you'd get bored off your mind. And, yeah, so would I. Anyway, so, that's what I've been buying. A whole ass load of stuff. I also bought the whole Styx discography since the last time you guys have seen me. So take it easy. Good day to you, and Rumpelstiltskin, I hope you enjoyed the video.